"Mom, it's better if you don't come. Tanya wants this trip to be just her side of the family." I read it twice, then a third time. Not because I didn't understand it, but because I wished I didn't. This was the same trip I had spent 3 years planning, saving for, dreaming about, and in one sentence, I was erased from it. I was sitting at my kitchen table when the message came through. The house was quiet, too quiet. Just the low hum of the refrigerator and the ticking clock on the wall. In front of me were small zip bags I had carefully packed for each grandchild. Sunscreen, snacks, tiny gifts. I had even labeled them with their names. My hand still smelled faintly of tape and wrapping paper. I had just finished preparing everything. For a trip I was no longer invited to, a second message came in. "Don't take it personally. It's just easier this way." Easier. That word sat heavier than anything else. Not cruel, not even angry. Just dismissive. I didn't reply. I placed my phone face down and stared at the table. No call followed, no apology, no hesitation, just silence. I should say I wasn't completely surprised. Things had been changing for a while. My daughter-in-law, Tanya, had a way of making me feel unnecessary, not openly rude, just small things, correcting me in front of the kids, interrupting my stories, hosting holidays without telling me until the last minute. And the worst part? The way she would look past me, not through me, past me, like I was already fading out of the picture. But Nathan, my son? I never thought he'd go along with it. He used to bring me flowers, write me notes, tell people I was his best friend. I still had a drawing he made as a child, me in a cape, labeled, "My mom saves everything." Apparently, not this. I looked at the small bag I had packed for myself. Inside were 2 dresses, a framed photo of my late husband, and a lavender candle. I had planned something special. One evening on the beach, we would all gather, light the candle, and share memories of him. I imagined my grandson asking questions. I imagined laughter. Tears, Kakon. But none of that would happen now, because I wasn't part of their story anymore. And yet Abby had paid for everything. The flights, the villa, the activities, every detail, every dollar. That's when something inside me shifted. Not anger, not even sadness. Clarity. I walked to my desk and opened my laptop. There it was. My travel fund. Every cent I had saved. Over $20,000. Years of sacrifice. Skipped dinners. Extra work. Quiet discipline. All sitting in one account. All connected to their trip. My cursor hovered over one option. Pause transactions. One click. And everything would stop, but I didn't click it. Not yet. Instead, I opened a blank document, and I started writing names, not theirs. Others, woman I knew, woman like me, forgotten, overlooked, taken for granted. Carol, Louise, Beverly, Frances, woman who had given everything and received very little in return. Then I went back, and I clicked freeze. No announcement, no warning, just a quiet decision. For the first time in years, Abby smiled. The day of the trip they arrived at the airport confident. Everything had been paid for. Everything was ready. Except it wasn't. My phone started buzzing. First a message. "Mom, something's wrong with the card." Then another. "It's being declined." Then calls, one after another. I didn't answer. I sat at my kitchen table with a cup of tea and watched the clock. 8:15 a.m., right on schedule. More messages came in, more urgency, more panic, still no apology. Finally, if this is about what we said, can we just talk? Talk. Now they wanted to talk. I turned my phone over and let it ring. The shift. 2 days later, the refunds came back, one by one. The villa, the flights, the excursions, every dollar returned. And this time, Abby knew exactly what to do with it. I made 6 phone calls. Each one started the same way. Confusion, disbelief, silence. You want to take me? Where? Hawaii. No catch. Why me? Because you deserve it. A different vacation this time. I booked everything under my name. 1 villa, 6 women. 7 days. No expectations, no exclusions, no conditions. When we arrived, the air felt different, lighter. Kinder, that first night we sat together at a long table overlooking the ocean. No one checked their phone. No one interrupted anyone. We listened. We laughed. We remembered. I placed my husband's photo at the center of the table. No one questioned it. No one moved it aside. Each evening, we lit a candle. Each woman shared something she had carried for years, words no one had ever said to them. You matter. You're not invisible. You don't have to earn love. And something beautiful happened. We healed, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. The email a few days after returning home, Nathan finally wrote. It wasn't really an apology. It was careful, measured, full of explanations, and then came the real reason. We're struggling financially after the trip. Would you consider giving some of the money back? I read it slowly. Then again, they didn't want forgiveness. They wanted reimbursement. And in that moment, everything became clear. I didn't reply, because some things don't need a response. They need a boundary. Ending, I stood by the ocean on our final night. The waves touched my feet and pulled back again, like they were taking something with them, and I let them. The expectations, the disappointment, the need to be included, gone. Because I finally understood something. I wasn't left behind. I was redirected toward people who saw me, toward moments that mattered, toward a life where I didn't have to beg to belong. And for the first time in a very long time, Abby felt free.